Are you in your life right now where there is days you want to go back? There is days you are regretting ministry. There is days you are regretting taking a walk with God. There's days you are regretting just being a Christian. There's days you are regretting being a mother. There is days you are regretting just being here. Like sometimes you say, what am I doing here? What am I doing in life? Why am I here? Do you have those days where you just don't feel yourself? The days that just life doesn't, the life is not living. You don't want to live no more. You don't want to pursue Christ no more. You don't think it's the right thing to do. You don't know. You're confused. You are at a stop sign where nothing, absolutely not the thing makes sense. And to some of you, you have called God so many times, you have chased God so many times, and you feel like He's not answering you. He's not answering you, or He's not speaking back at you, or speaking back to you, and you feel like you're alone in this world. You feel like you have nobody to talk to. You feel like you have nobody to run to. You feel like you have nobody to help you. You feel like you don't have you. You feel like you're alone in this world by yourself. Well, let me introduce you to the lady by the name of Ruth. You see something, Ruth was Naomi daughter-in-law. And with Ruth there were two women. Naomi have two a little backstory on Naomi first and foremost. Naomi have two daughter-in-laws. Naomi have two sons. Naomi herself was a married woman. Naomi got married to her husband. And what how the Quran said that come a time Naomi lost her husband. You know, when you lost your husband, your children still there. You miss your husband, you go through that stage of depression, a serious depression. But there is a hope that, that my children are still here. And stuff, all the children comfort you and say, we're still here. For Naomi, after she lost her husband, not too long, the Bible says she lost her two boys. She lost her two boys instantly. They died. So then Naomi have no child or husband. And Naomi was sad and she was broken and she was confused and she was lost. And she looked at those two daughters. She said, even if I have son tomorrow, when they say when to grow up to marry you, go back to your parents. Go back to that life you know. Go back to that addiction you used to have. Go back to that drinking. Go back to what you used to know. Go back to the world. Because she said, even if I have that child, when they say I'm going to grow older, so go back. I release you to go back. But the Bible said that the two women said no, they begged her to stay. They said, Naomi, we cannot leave. And Naomi said, I'm going back. The men that you're married, they are all dead. So she pleaded to them again that they should go back. She told them to go back. So the other wife went. She have to go back. She was told to leave. She was told, the mother-in-law told her that there's nothing here for you. As much I love you girls. And Ruth said, Mom, I'm not leaving. She said, Mom, I cannot go. She said, Mom, your people will be my people. She said, Mom, your God will be my God. She said, I cannot leave. She said, I cannot take no. She said, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to trust the God yourself. I'm going to be with you. The God you call, the God that take your children away from you. The God that take your two children and your husband. He is going to be my God. And your people will be my people. And Naomi said, Ruth, go back to your people. And she said, I'm following you. And Ruth followed Naomi. And Ruth followed Naomi through the unknown. Ruth followed Naomi when she didn't even know what the outcome was going to be. Ruth followed Naomi not because she knew the full story of where she was going or the people she was going to or the environment she was going into. But she followed Naomi. She followed Naomi because Naomi served God. And she said, your God will be my God. Your people will be my people. Are you going through something right now that you cannot get out of? I will tell you, don't go back. Don't go back. Stay with God. He is real. He is still answering prayer. He is still restoring. He is still changing life. He is still healing somebody. He is still changing story. He is still changing destiny. Ruth stayed with Naomi. Ruth was there. When they got there, Ruth had to go find a way to find food. Ruth had to go find a way and help. Ruth had to go and find a way to provide. And you know, Ruth was a widow, and there was a law between the days of Moses. And that law said that when you work, don't clean the whole farm because there's a widow. Because there's somebody that don't have nobody. That person is coming. That person is coming and you can help that person. And it was in that place when Ruth went to go get food, it was when she met Boaz. It was when Boaz looked at Ruth and said, Ruth, I know. We know everything you had done for your mother-in-law. We know how you stick with your mother-in-law when nobody was there with her. We know how you stick with this woman when her children left her, when her children died, when her husband died. We know how you never leave this woman. It's because Ruth never leave her mother-in-law. Because Ruth was with that woman even when nobody was there. When she told our lady that your people will be my people. How did Boaz know he wasn't there? How did Boaz know? I'm here to tell you to stay. I'm here to tell you to stay. I'm here to tell you to stay with God. I'm here to tell you to stay with God. I'm here to tell you to stay with God. Because from Ruth and Boaz lineage, that's where David come from. From David lineage is where Jesus came from. So I'm here to tell you to stay and wait for God. I'm here to tell you that God is still remembering people. I'm here to tell you that God is still remembering situation. I'm here to tell you that God is still restoring. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's that child that is giving you trouble. I'm here to say stay with God. I'm here to tell you stay with God. I'm here to tell you to stay with God. I'm here to tell you to stay with God. That child that is still giving you trouble, I say stay with God. That marriage that is still giving you trouble, I say stay with God. That school that you're struggling to graduate out of, I say stay with God. Don't leave. He is still changing story. He is still turning life around. He is still meeting people where they are. Let him did for Ruth. Let him did for Ruth. Let him change your story. Let him bring smile to Ruth again. Let him bring smile to Naomi again. That Naomi was able to hold her grandchild. That Naomi was able to stand in front of her children. I pray that that is the same way. My God will bring smile to you. He will give you new songs. He will write new songs for you. He will tell you, he will give you new story. Your story will be a testimony. You will be a blessing to somebody tomorrow. You will bless somebody tomorrow. But please promise me, it doesn't matter what life brings at you. Please promise me, stay with God. Stay with God. Stay with God. Stay with God. Don't leave God. Don't run away from God. Stay with God. He is still remembering stories. He is still remembering situations. My Bible says, and the Lord remember Hannah. Our God will remember you. Stay for the unknown. Stay even when it don't make sense. Stay when the all odds is against you. Stay when the bills are not being paid. Stay if there is no job. Stay just as Ruth stay. Stay and wait for your God. Wait for your God to revenge for you, because he said, vengeance is mine. Stay with God. Stay at his presence. Stay at his feet. Maybe I need to remind somebody over and over. Stay. Stay. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there crying. Stay there while you are weeping. Stay, my sister. Stay. Stay for Jesus. Stay at Jesus' feet. Don't leave his feet. At his feet there is peace that surpasses every understanding. At his feet there is joy. He is called the Prince of Peace. As we are in the holiday season, stay with God. Stay at his feet. When things are not making sense, stay. God will answer you. God will restore you. God will renew you. God will help you. Stay at his feet. Thank you so much.